Fable 5 is the best model I have ever used, and at some point, Anthropic says it is going back behind subscriptions. A lot of people are panicking about that. I am not, and here is why. The model was never the moat. Give a complete beginner Fable 5 and give an experienced engineer a much smaller model, and the engineer still wins because the instructions, the systems, and the loops you build around the model matter more than the model itself. I have also run the same big orchestration jobs two ways. Once with the expensive model doing everything, and once with a smart model directing much cheaper workers. The results came out about the same. One bill was a fraction of the other. So here is the idea that changed how I work. You cannot keep a model's intelligence, but you can keep its process. And that is exactly what I did with Fable 5. Shift is how you treat the model. Stop treating Fable 5 like a workhorse and start treating it like a teacher. Think of it as a senior engineer about to retire, and your job is to get everything in its head written down before it walks out the door. So have Fable study its own best work. Take a deliverable it produced that you loved and ask it, how did you get here? What did you check? And how did you prove it worked? Then have it write all of that down as a reusable playbook. I did exactly that, and the result is a skill I call Forge Mode. It is the way Fable 5 works through hard problems, distilled into 5 ordered checks that any model can run. Opus, Sonnet, Haiku, even open source models. This is the whole method on one screen. Scope before work, evidence before reasoning, reason adversarially, verify before declaring done, and report calibrated. A check must pass before the next one opens, and if the work stalls or a result surprises the model, it names the check it is on and runs that check again. Let me walk you through each one quickly. Check 1, scope before work. The model restates the task before touching anything. One sentence, the deliverable, who it is for, and what done looks like. If it cannot write that sentence, it does not understand the task yet. It loads the project rules first because done will be measured against them. And it only asks questions when a real decision changes the work. Otherwise, it picks a sensible default, says so in one line, and keeps moving. Check 2, evidence before reasoning. Never design from memory of what a file or an API probably looks like. Open it. You can see the 2 paths here. Design from memory and you build for an hour on top of a guess, then reality turns out different and you rework everything. So spend 30 seconds opening the real thing and it fits the first time, no rework. Memory is a hypothesis generator. Files are sources, and before scaling anything, get one item through the whole pipeline and verify it. Check 3, reason adversarially. Before committing to an answer, the model switches roles and tries to kill it. What input, what state, what reading would make this wrong? Then it actually tests that case instead of imagining it. Whatever survives the attack, it commits to with confidence instead of hope. And my favorite rule in the whole skill, 2 failed attempts at the same fix means the diagnosis is wrong. Stop patching. Find the assumption underneath both attempts and test that instead. Check 4, verify before declaring done. It ran is not verification. Verify at the layer of the claim. If the claim is that the output is correct, open and read the output. If the claim is that the page works, load the page and look at it. Exit code 0 only proves the layer below the claim. Check the first item, the last item, and the weirdest item, not just the middle, and treat good news as suspect until you can explain why it is real. Check 5, report calibrated. Lead with the answer, then the support. Separate verified from assumed out loud. I confirm this by running that. I am assuming this other thing because I could not check it. Cite specifics, files, commands, numbers, and never state as fact what was not verified this session. When a model reports like this, you can actually trust the word done. And here's what the actual skill file looks like. 1 markdown file. The 5 checks a set of standing habits that stay on the whole time, and a list of cold spots, the warning signs that a check got skipped. You can build this yourself with one prompt. Ask Fable 5 for a complete installable skill file that makes your other models operate with its judgment, its planning, and its verification habits. Save it, and from then on, every hard task starts with use Forge mode. When I hand this file to Opus, Opus genuinely feels elevated. The second half of this is effort levels, because picking the model is only half the decision. The same model on low effort and on max effort is practically two different models in quality and in price. Two things I have learned. First, a top tier model on low effort often lands surprisingly close to the tier below it running on high. If you have never touched the effort setting, you are leaving money on the table. Second, more effort is not always better. On max, a model can overthink, second guess a correct answer, and hand you something worse after burning 3 times the tokens. So match the effort to the task the same way you match the model to the task. That brings us to the last piece, the routing table. I give my orchestrator this table. Every model in the toolkit scored for cost, intelligence, and taste. Cost is how cheap it is to run, so higher is better. Intelligence is reasoning, planning, and code review. Taste is design, writing, and judgment calls. These scores are mine. Tune them to your own stack. The rule is simple. The smartest model plans and verifies. The cheapest model that can do the step does the step. Scouting and mechanical edits go to Haiku. Execution goes to Sonnet. Deep review goes to Opus. Run it this way and the bill drops by multiples, while the output stays basically the same. When you wire that together, delegation looks like this. The orchestrator owns all 5 checks. Every worker gets the deliverable, the done condition, and explicit scope boundaries that do not overlap. When the work of 2 agents must meet, the orchestrator defines that contract exactly in both prompts. Never let 2 agents each invent half. Workers report back verified versus assumed. And a worker saying done is a claim, not a fact. The orchestrator spot checks it against the source before building on it. So that is the method. 5 checks in order: scope, evidence, attack, verify, report. Any model can run this loop, and every model gets better when it does. Before you go, save this screen. These are the cold spots, the signs a check got skipped. Building without opening the real data. Saying should work about something you could test right now. A third fix for the same symptom. A surprise that did not change the plan. Reporting done without rereading the ask. And everything passing on the first try without any suspicion. When you hit one, stop, name the check, and run it again. That correction loop, not any single rule, is the method. Here is the bigger picture. We do not own these models. They can get more expensive. They can move behind subscriptions. They can disappear. What we do own is our process, our systems, and the way we think about using them. Fable 5 taught me its process. Now it is written down, and nobody can take that back. Hand it to your model at the start of your next hard task and let it think like Fable. If this helped, subscribe. There is more where this came from.